Hey kids, this is Mr. Briggins. I am here to give you a short instructional video on how to put together your clarinet. The first part we got to go over is parts of the instrument. We have the bell. It is called this because it looks like a bell. You then want to identify which is the upper joint, which is the lower joint. The lower joint looks like this, has the thumb rest on the back. It also has the cork at one side as opposed to corks at two sides, which is the upper joint. More on that in a minute. Before you put your instrument together, especially if it is new, you always want to make sure that you have cork grease on your instrument. Okay, this is not chapstick. You can't use chapstick for this. You want to put just a little bit on. See, just a very, very little bit, and then rub that around. If the corks don't get greased enough, they will shrivel up and fall off your instrument, and then they will not seal from one part to the next the way they need to, so they sound good. You have bell, and then the upper joint. Next, we are going to add our upper joint. Bell, lower joint, upper joint. We have corks on both sides. We're going to grease these corks. Nice and pretty. Doesn't need a lot, just a little bit. Okay, again, rub that around. If you have too much, just wipe it on the dog or something. Don't tell your mom. The thing we want to keep track of with this upper joint is we have this part right here. It's called a bridge key. Everyone say that. Bridge key. Key. This bridge key is activated by any of these fun little buttons here, these keys here. So when you put this together, you want to push the key down. That'll activate the bridge key. Bridge key must be up. Then gently twist back and forth until it goes in. New clarinets may need a little bit more encouraging. That does not mean you force it in there. Clarinet, putting together your instrument is like a relationship. If you're forcing it, you're doing it wrong. Next is the barrel. Looks like a barrel. This gets twisted ever so gently onto the top. Again, just gentle twists. Ta-da. Then we have our mouthpiece. We're almost done, kids. Mouthpiece has two sides, the front, or the lay, which is flat, and then this curvy part, which is the back of the mouthpiece. What do we want to do with the corks? If you say grease them, then you are correct. Pat yourself in the head. Good job. Grease that around. I want to put my mouthpiece on so that the flat part, or the lay, if you remember, should line up with these keys, or with this thumb key and then the thumb rest here. And then when that's on, take your barrel and make sure it's not on all the way. You want to leave about a nickel's width of space between the barrel and the upper joint. Okay, that's for tuning, which is a whole different video. Next, we want to get our ligature. Everyone say ligature. Ooh, ligature. Ligature comes from the French word meaning to tie on. Okay, now that we have screws on this, we have this. If you have metal ligature like this, screws should go on facing you. Okay, that's what we want. Then we have our lovely reed. Okay, reed should be in good condition. Should not be chipped. Should not have cracks in it. You want to put the reed has, like the mouthpiece, a flat part and a not flat part. You want to take a soaked reed, put it against the flat part of the reed against the flat part of the mouthpiece. Hold that on with your thumb. Ligature goes gently over the mouthpiece and the tip of the reed, not scratching or damaging the tip. Then you want to slide the mouthpiece down about a third of the way down the instrument. Okay, see that? Screwy, right? Again, the screw should be facing you, should be on this cane part of the reed, not the exposed part. And then the screw should be just finger tight. I've seen some kids just ratchet these on to the point that you can barely get them off again. That's too tight. If your reed is not too tight, it won't vibrate, and if the reed won't vibrate, it won't give you the sound that you need for a clarinet. Okay, I'm going to take this off real quick because reed placement on your mouthpiece is very important. If you look on my mouthpiece, you have just a very tiny bit of black of the mouthpiece exposed over the tip of the reed. That's what you want. Hair's breadth. I've seen kids every so often that will, when we first start, wanting to put theirs on too high or too low. Again, the reed doesn't vibrate, doesn't respond the way you need to. So, barrel goes up, back on there, and I have my clarinet fully assembled. Huzzah. Thanks for watching.